Dingus.
Oh, good lord.
I don't know if I like that or not. That gives me concerns. No, it's because
What?
before we started, I had to update OBS. Now, when I click record, it comes up with a little red circle on the OBS icon on the taskbar.
Yeah.
It just makes me think, I've got a message on Discord. Wait, that's not Discord.
Oh,
You've got a message from your recording software. It says, "Get the fuck back to it." This is a messaging back.
Well, that's got to be
Wow.
edited.
Jack,
But you'll never get away with it because the red dot knows all.
Are you okay, Jack?
No, I'm working on about 7 brain power. I don't know what that is in comparison to other people, but I've been told it's not a lot.
I noticed. Is everything okay, my boy?
Yeah.
Okay. Getting enough sleep?
does he ever?
Sleep is important. You need 8 hours to function. You need 12 hours to actually function properly.
Right.
Yeah, but
I don't think I've ever had anything quite as somewhat disconcerting as therapy with Santa.
Wait.
Because when Santa just stops to talk down to earth, that makes me think something's wrong. Do I sound
Santa-
wrong? What did I do? What did I say? I don't even remember what I said 3 minutes ago.
It's
If you-
12.
This is the weird thing, because Santa does do therapy stuff.
It's 12.
I do.
hours.
I am technically. I'm not technically licensed, but I do work in a therapy field. As technically a therapist that doesn't need to be licensed. But recently, I scared one of my friends because they were going through and we got them to a transition home, and I had to talk them through it and stuff. And they were like, "Why are you so fucking calm? You're not Santa. Like, what the fuck?" And I'm like, "No, this is just how." Because if I was just overexcited and shit, it would not make things better. So we're doing it this way. We gotta do calm.
Wait, it's 12 hours is the recommended thing you're supposed to get for sleep?
8 hours is recommended to function. 12 is what's necessary for a healthy sleep. So humans are supposed to sleep 12 hours, but because capitalism is a thing, we sleep 8. Which is a little bit of a historical fun fact.
Holy crap.
Oh.
I actually am justified now in how long I sleep.
I feel a lot less shitty about the fact that I usually get like 11 or 12 hours of sleep.
Yeah,
But
I'm about
yeah,
to say, I normally go
see-
to bed at like 5 o'clock in the morning and wake up around 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
See, people. Well, you're also supposed to go to sleep before the sun goes down.
Yeah,
But see,
that one's not changing.
No, it's definitely not. But like, see, so when people call you lazy, just look them in the eyes and say, "I'm not lazy. I'm just being healthy."
Yeah, but then they follow up with, well, you're not being healthy anymore, and then they punch you in the gut.
So, greetings everyone, and welcome back to the Dark Tales of Runeterra.
I was supposed to be playing a D&D game. I forgot about
I
that.
was supposed to be taking notes.
Yes,
So
yes,
I've quite
you-
literally just got one say start to 3:33, roughly around then. I don't know.
Oh,
Nope,
you've been,
I get
have
enough
you been
sleep.
recording this
I-
entire time?
Yes.
I hope you're ready to put a cat in a fucking therapy sofa.
That's Monday's game, Jack.
Not on the sofa, in the sofa. On the sofa in a Monkey's Mondays game. And, through the floor. But that's not the point. Now, is it, Dion?
So, couple of things. Number one, those that are on the game itself may notice the map has changed slightly.
Shit, yeah, Roll20 is a thing.
I forgot to
Hold on.
load that up. It better not be on fire when
Oh, I
get
don't
there.
even have my D&D Beyond loaded up. Holy shit, I'm behind today. Normally I'm the first one in,
And the,
For
map,
but I blame Ranna.
and the map has changed slightly because, unlike the last one where it was a screen grab from a YouTube video, I actually finished Rune King, so I actually have the finished map of the Shadow Isles now. So this is
Nice.
from my Switch. Which means, yes, there are a lot more places on this island than I initially had.
Huh.
Hence why there are a lot more grayed out areas, because I had to block off some areas you may not have seen yet. But I do have to retroactively point out one thing. Well, two things. One is when you were scrolling, when you were making your way through your gardens and you saw these two buildings. You also would have seen a third building here.
Making our way downtown.
Good for that building, I guess.
Oddly
Faces.
enough, those of you that
Oh.
had been to Ionia would have recognised some of the structuring of it.
Sorry, I was listening, but then Dion decided to break down.
I know. I don't know how that's going to come out of the record as well, but
Didn't
so-
even do the full drop.
this would be for Alari, Delris, Potoo, and Morais, since you three were the only ones still around that was in Ionia. You would recognise some Ionian structuring to that building.
Fascinating.
The second thing is the flipping back and forth of what I thought was the place you were supposed to go. Because initially I had it up here as being Fresh's place. And then I played a bit further and I thought, no, it's here. Then I played a bit further and realised, no, it's quite literally here, but all this area up here is quite literally one giant building. So in a way, I was correct the first time. I don't know, the Shadow House is weird.
No,
Good game though, I enjoyed the game.
Indeed.
So, last time.
Sure? You sure? You sure you're ready?
Yes.
Sure you don't need another 3 takes? You can drop another eye bomb if you need a 4th.
Waffleberg only does 1 take and no more than 1.
But you take many, I assume.
Take way too many. What are you on about?
So, last time, you all got out to the grave. You all got out to the catacomb, the tomb thing that was in the graveyard, after having talked with Yorick and filled up the little sapling with the blessed waters. Only to be assaulted by Carthus and his death singers, which posed quite a bit of a trouble for quite a lot of you. And while all that was happening, Viego decided to take this as an opportunity to go and collect essentially another piece of his oldest soul from Yorick. Or at least from the Maiden of the Waters, which was the Black Shadow thing with Yorick. Because she was peace. And after managing to flee before the mist spread over the entire graveyard, I believe it was Kuiper that found the key with a note saying that her part of the deal was done. Now it is your part of the deal that needs to be done.
Yes.
With some exasperated sighs, and that's what I'm guessing if a certain Alekxander saw the note.
Well, he hasn't, so.
Good point. So, you would have to make your way back to the grove, to Maokai. Give me a sec, I'm having a bit of reflux. Shit.
No, wrong hole, Lee.
Okay. So you'd have to make your way back to the grove with Maokai and his peeps. And given how long it took you to get down there and how long it took you to get back, I'd say it'd be roughly getting to night time as you make it back, so he will offer to put you up for the night. Just so you can rest up.
Just something about a tree going, hey! I'll, the word's gone. Spot, yeah, that's the one. Spot your fucking room. Just
I'm sorry
this
to
way to your
interrupt.
fucking room.
But look at Angus's face
Who the
Angus?
fuck is Angus?
in art chat.
Oh god, Night in the Woods. That reminds me, we never finished that game when we were playing it together, Rebecca.
There is no art chat, only for you.
What game?
Night in the Woods, when we were playing it on the Switch together.
Oh yeah,
I should get back to
Such a good game.
cat thing, Bobby.
Yeah, we should just
Yeah.
restart that on the PC and just record it.
Yeah,
Because
that
it's a
would
good
be.
game.
And so it
Either way.
begins.
So, you all rest up for the night. You're all provided with I wanted to say refreshments then, like someone came out as a bloody little waiter with a little cocktail tray.
Oh my god, yes, please.
Just one of the saplings.
Yes.
One of
Then
the
it-
saplings just comes with a fucking wooden plate on its head with little cocktails.
Refreshments, holy water.
Just fucking they come over with refreshments and then explode because they got too excited. It was snack time.
Oddly enough,
One of them looks at Waffleberg explodes. Confused fucking sapling.
oddly enough, there's something about that, but we'll get to it in the morning. Because during the night, before you all go to rest, he will look to. I'm going to say he looks to you, Potoo. Just pure. Oh, I'm being handed a yogurt.
I got a notification sound as that happened. Love it.
Notification, yogurt.
Today, your GM has received a yogurt. Be prepared to wait 2 minutes.
So, as everyone's going to rest, or everyone's getting set up for rest, Potoo, he will look to you and be like, interestingly enough, last time I had visitors to these groves, there were a couple from Ionia as well with them. There definitely seems to be some kind of similarity there. Are you also from those isles?
I was taken from Ionia as a child.
Then perhaps you also may have information on the Vasani. And if you
It-
want, you can roll me either a history or an arcana if you don't know what the Vasani are.
Would it be something that Potoo would know?
I mean, you are a Vastaya, so even if you were taken,
point.
you'd probably have some passing mention of it.
That is an 18.
An 18. As I said, just some whisperings that went around Bilgewater that you remember, as well as definitely some that happened while you had your time in Ionia with the others, that you probably would have picked up on more as it's definitely more a word that you'd be more associated with than a Yordle or a human.
Mm.
Vesani was a subtribe of Vastayas that pretty much all but went extinct, as far as anyone knows. Just a fox-like race.
Interesting.
Yes, one of the number that came before her called herself the last of their kind. I just wondered if, well, given your connection to the Elves, if you may have heard anything different.
I haven't come across any Vistanis. At least not spirits.
It's just
Looks at Legion.
It's just your plight seems similar in a way.
Oh.
With you not knowing much about your past and hers being taken from her due to her potentially being the last of her kind. Perhaps when this is all done, you may want to take a look at that over there. And he will point to the large Ionian-like building. She found answers there. Maybe you will find answers as well.
I'll take you up on that.
For now,
Hopefully this is all over. We won't have to worry about much of the ambush tactics.
indeed. For now, you should get your rest. And I've just realised, like, this is the first time we've been doing a session where we've been recording this in dark mode. It's the first time I've seen someone do the /A thing, and the brown on the black looks... It was a bit hard to read at first.
It is.
Looks questionable.
everything else is really nice though in dark mode. Anyway,
Yes.
you all have your rest for the night. Oh Jesus, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
Sounded like it came over someone's mic then as well. That was weird.
What?
Like when I was talking, I heard like a eh.
No idea.
Yeah, no idea.
It's fine. So you'll rest up for the night. Not gonna make you do watches because quite literally you're being guarded. However, if I do recall right, Kuiper does not sleep.
Yep. He will be trying to work on spells as normal.
Halfway through the night,
It should
Kuiper.
be noted before you forget, like you did last time, Waffleberg also does not sleep.
That is also a good point. Kuiper and
Yes.
Waffleberg. It's roughly halfway through the night when you notice Maokai watching you both.
Who's that again? It's been a while.
The giant tree
It's a giant
person.
tree man.
Okay.
Moonman. Why is the tree looking at me?
Everything okay, Mr. Malkai?
Just the tales that you told last time you were here. You have friends that have been affected by this mist, have you not?
He nods.
And ones that are not necessarily dead yet.
Yes.
I did this once before for the others. I feel I should probably do the same for you. And you will see a shine come from within him, spread out to part of his leaves, which he then just kind of rips off himself, and he will hand to you, Kuiper.
Congratulations, the tree is now giving you literal parts of his body. Have fun.
These, well, not as strong with the blessed waters as, say, the sapling you now have. These should still provide enough of a cure to maybe break the bonds that hold them.
Oh.
Indeed. Apparently they also cure poison as well as disease. I found out about that after hearing word that it worked for the virus that was spreading around the Freljord.
What actually is it?
Basically, you get like a couple of handfuls of Maokai's leaves,
Ah.
and they've got two uses basically. Well, two things you can do with them. One is if you use it on someone that's still alive, who has been taken by Viego's possession, it gives them a good chance of breaking free. On top of that, it quite literally casts as curing poison or curing disease on someone if they eat them.
For a moment, I had to process that because I thought you meant like the leaves ate the person.
Many thanks. Is there anything we can do for you whilst we're awake?
You're already doing something for me. You're keeping me company.
You're stealing your load.
You're already doing something for me. 3 days until Maokai takes your liver.
Dawn of the final day.
Joke's on you. Waffleberg's liver's mechanical.
Just triples the value.
But you're keeping me company. It's rare when I get fleshy beings here as company in the grove.
Please don't call us that.
Just says in his sleep, don't call us that.
He bows respectfully and then questionably, and then carries on with his
Yep.
What is basically throwing paper in the air, expecting things to happen.
So night passes, and you all wake up. You're all provided with some nourishment before you set off. with the parting words from Maokai being, remember, travel east to Fresh's dungeon. Getting in should be easy enough with that trinket you now hold. But to get further in, you will need the sapling's help. You should beware though, and be prepared for the worst. He tends to... He's not just a collector, let's say, when it comes to souls. He's a torturer. He will find what makes you tick. He will find what you're afraid of. And he will use it against you.
Waffleberg has a secret weapon.
And that is...
Waffleberg's batshit crazy.
So were most people that he takes in yet. They all broke.
Oh, but just Waffleberg. Waffleberg's always broken. That's his secret. Pull a Mark Ruffalo on you, asshole.
That's my secret, Captain. I'm always bad shit. So, you all gather your stuff and you all head out. And as you head out, give me a sec. Shadow Isles. That's no. That one. There we go. I'm not going to do the roll track because I didn't actually have time to build them. Despite the fact that we haven't done a session for nearly a month. So,
It's fine, you've been doing other things.
I have. So, as you make your way, is there anything you're all doing or any like marching order that you're all going in?
Alexander, being
Yeah.
incredibly impatient, will probably head first.
Okay.
I'm going to roll my check for the morning to see who I wake up as. I just remembered that.
Thought for a second you're going to say wake up on. Completely different meaning.
Odds, Alari, evens, Delris. Odds, it's Alari today. For now.
Odds! You're Delris.
A wowie.
Yeah, you're a wowie.
Oh, don't do this to me.
My name Vex. Oh,
Oh, no, don't do that to me.
Oh, go away, you filthy normies.
Alrighty, Waffleberg's burning everything. Everything's gonna die.
You're all fucking furries that are just pretending you're not, so you can just
I like-
break this shit out and go, no, it's for the memes, it's ironic, and you're just like,
You
Mariah,
better
grab,
that's for
Mariah, grab
normies.
the flamethrower. Grab the flamethrower, Mariah. We're killing Delris.
Let's do
better
it!
hold up the end of your deal, Kuiper.
Oh my god.
I picked the wrong time to try eating the yogurt.
pick the wrong time to roll a fucking D&D session. I'm gonna wait till I'm better.
Back off, bitch. He's taken.
So, we know that Alexander's leading the group. We know it's Alari that we have. So I'm assuming that you're going to be a bit more towards the back.
Yeah.
What I want to know is, are you at the far back? Like, who's leading up the rear, essentially?
Alari probably wouldn't be, like, the last. She doesn't like being that exposed.
He's probably going to be where he can see the most.
So you'd be up near the front. Mariah, whereabouts would you be, given that you're a ranged person?
Back.
We'll go with that. Mariah's at the back of the party. Which is dangerous for everyone else because we know what Mariah's like.
I'm gonna shoot you all. No, just kidding.
Just kidding, unload gun. Mariah, make me a perception check. That is just about to fail. So, you carry on walking for a bit. And after a bit, I'm going to roll something. Mariah, athletics or acrobatics? With disadvantage because you won't see this coming. Nat one. So, you know, as long as these guys, as long as whatever this is, doesn't nat one. They didn't. Mariah, you pulled into the brush to the side.
What? Being like
I've been
the
abducted.
person directly, like, second to last to her. Can I not roll something for this?
You can roll me a perception.
Just roll to hear her getting dragged away.
Roll to
Well,
hear the cannon that inevitably goes off because every part of her body is a button that shoots something.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Alari tends to be the mother hen of the group.
Do not
And-
fall too far behind, you two.
What number was that?
18.
18. Okay. You do hear the rustling of a brush. Probably just like a quick...
I look back.
And there is no
Why have we
Mariah.
stopped? Why are we stopping?
Mariah's gone.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Why is it always Mariah? Is it because she's purple? Are things attracted to the color purple?
I wouldn't be surprised.
I'd have
Sunburn.
to be honest, that would definitely be more your sort of thing.
You
When Mariah disappears, does Mariah normally come back of her own accord, or do we need to go find her?
No.
It depends.
This particular situation, I probably would say we should probably find her. This
You
is
a
an
random orc voice in your mind there, Waffleberg, just being like, but purple's the sneaky colour.
Yes, and red makes things go fast. Piss off.
what?
What?
super lucky.
But,
Huh?
yes, that's why the Ultramarines.
When did we
always
lose her?
Yes, when did we? Wait, do we not even know when we lost her? Have we been walking this entire time and she hasn't been
Oh,
following
no.
us? Oh my god, we're horrible party members. She may have just stayed back there. We didn't even notice that she stayed back
Wait.
there. Has she been gone this entire time?
Wait,
Yep.
Leia cast locate objects with the item being her gun.
Okay. You
I
sent
heard
her
her
gun.
yelp.
Oh god, sorry.
I heard her yelp, so it literally just happened.
Oh, phew. Okay, Waffleberg hasn't been what's the word? It starts with an N. Moonman, what's the word? Neglecting. We haven't been neglecting her. Good.
Alekxander,
Just
You
gonna
sense
move
it.
towards the object.
you sense
That's
it's coming from the direction where the brush is, and moving away from you at a brisk pace. Not as if it's like flying or teleporting, just as if someone's running quite fast.
I'm gonna fucking deck it after it, just like all these guys are there having a conversation. I'm just like,
You all see Alekxander rush off.
it's running away.
Follow Alexander.
Why are we following Alexander?
Cause
Oh
he's
shit,
following-
yeah, because Mariah's missing. Yep, alright.
The Mariah is missing.
Wait, Mariah's
Mariah's
missing?
Mariah is missing.
There's a lot of voices in my head today.
Yes, she was taken. I will find her, and no one shall ever go missing again.
Yes, I'll chain them up. Anyways, onward. Oh wait, everybody's already gone.
So, you all start chasing after. Mariah,
Yes.
as you're taken roughly towards here-ish, I'd say. Somewhere a bit out of the trees in the forest to a bit more of a clearing. They're just pulled behind a rock. Two figures are there. One of them's holding you at the moment, the other one just crouches down in front of you. And I'm trying to remember now, so forgive me for this.
Oh.
With this whole Sentinels event going on, was there a point when I had you dropped in Piltover and Zorn when this was happening?
No.
No.
Technically, at the beginning, when when it was taken by the ghosties and we saw Elise and shit, but not since then. No.
Okay, so you won't recognize these two figures off the bat.
Alright.
But the one just kneels down in front of you is like, surprisingly easy to take. Just snatched like that. I feel like we may have just set ourselves up for a trap.
That was rude.
And it's rude of you to be going against our master. Now, what are you doing here?
I don't know. Why am I here? You're the ones who kidnapped me, Jesus.
No, I mean on the I feel like we may have taken the wrong one. I don't think we're going to get any answers from this one.
Just from behind them, they just hear, "You don't think."
I said to have found the problem. What do these fuckers look like? You know, so I can insult them with proper gusto.
Indeed. You see. These two.
Oh, perfect.
You know,
Oh,
when it stops being so
shit.
bit crush.
I love her gun and her
Shit,
bow.
I've got lots.
No!
I mean, Edge.
I have a race! They're the one I'm in trouble for.
Okay.
There's a story here that I'm not telling right now. Anyway,
Please don't.
maybe later. I feel like context is deserved, but not yet. Mostly because Lee's video won't even get to YouTube. Windows themselves will just ban her.
So, you can all roll me an investigation check on these two. Okay.
The Alexander doesn't know why you are taking my party member. I wasn't quite sure to call her for a second then.
Mariah,
Look,
you've been
I really hope it's not to give them a hairdo because yours is fucking dreadful.
Mariah, you've been kidnapped by ghosts.
Ah!
This is like the Mundo situation. They don't even know they've been kidnapped.
Oh, good lord.
I know how kidnap situations work. Now, where's my cupcake, damn it?
Get down to the meat and the gritty of it. You do not know my name, but well, the first thing you should know is that I take pincy little pencil-looking figures like you with terrible hairstyles. I give them a haircut and I take some off the top.
Okay, so
Other than that, Alexander, give me Mariah back.
Waffleberg at this point has looked at Alexander, looked to them, looked at Alexander, reaches into his bag, takes out a pair of barber shears. Who wants a haircut? The barber shears turn into a fucking chainsaw.
Alexander. Yeah, not really getting too much from these aside from the fact that they look pretty much identical to the other people that have been corrupted by Viego that you've said, due to the whole crown situation that's going on with them. And, you know, the colours. And the hole in the chest. That always helps. Kuiper and Potoo. You
Who
do
died?
recognise that these two seem to be carrying corrupted weaponry. Well, the clothing and the weaponry styles.
Dion, we lost Dion. Of course we lost Dion.
We lost Dion.
We lost Dion.
Did
Dion
Dion
is dead!
you beat me to it?
That was fast.
No, he's supposed to do it in unison. That's the whole thing.
So, you recognise their uniform styles and such to be Piltover in nature.
Right.
Waffleberg. Not only do you instantly recognise that, because, you know, be it living in Zone, you're going to recognise Pilty fashion. You also recognise that these are corrupted Sentinel weapons, as well as corrupted Sentinel uniforms. You feel like these two may have been the Sentinels of Piltover and Zone.
Oh, I'm muted, I'm sorry. Does Waffleberg recognize either of them?
You can roll me a history check.
Because Waffleberg's been in Zon for a while, but I don't know how long the Sentinels have been missing, so...
Do you need a catch
Well,
up,
but Waffleberg-
Dion? Is Dion even back in the chat yet, or is she just in the roll 20?
They're just in the roll 20.
Oof. History. You've seen one of these in particular going around, trying to just gather information. Sometimes they'll go to the street vendors, be asking questions, especially after the last harrowing that happened there. I'm trying to remember which one of these is from Zone, and I'm pretty sure it's the one on the right.
I think it is.
Yeah. So you'd recognize her with the longer hair to have been around a few times, asking questions. You would
Waffleberg's...
recognize her name to be...
Oh.
I'm trying to remember the order of these ones. It's Ada, I believe her name is.
Waffleberg's gonna point to Ada.
You look familiar. Has Waffleberg seen you somewheres before?
Oh, no, it's Des. Shit. Sorry, that was my bad. It's Des.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Waffleberg didn't mention their name, so...
Yeah. She'll just tilt. Look to you.
Hello, welcome back to the voice chat.
Welcome back.
Who hasn't been here?
Oh, shit. It's not Dion, it's a Raka.
Surprise!
Surprise, bitches!
Surprise, I live. But not quite in the character.
Oh god, we got Edge rather than a wall. I'm not sure. Or we could have Edge a wall, but please don't. Or do. If you're gonna kill me with that, you might as well go all in.
So, do you need to catch up quickly, Raka, if you're in today's game?
The Raka is dead?
Oh, you broke Rocker. Good job, Lay.
It happens.
Sure, it was Raka, not at all what the fuck shit I tried to say.
I don't know what to do.
Mate,
That's why I was saying, do you want to catch up if you're playing in today's game?
I'm just gonna kind of be here and exist.
Okay, that's fine. We'll say Silveen's off doing her own thing at the moment, her own little investigations on the island.
Sylveen's coat was hung on a coat hanger. She's just gone.
So, she'll just look to you at Waffleberg. Ah, Zornite. How is that after the whole explosion?
Oh, well, you know. Same shit, whole different day. Although now it's got ghosts running around with it and a giant fucking spider, which I'm not too much of a big fan of. Not against the spiders, but I am against their mom. I think they're her mom. Anyways, hi. Hello. Why do you have a friend?
We were trying to get answers, but unfortunately she wasn't cooperating. At first we thought it was due to stubbornness, but now we think it's because her IQ may be quite literally in the single digits.
Oh, you have
Don't
misunderestimated. Her IQ's not in the single digits. She's just batshit crazy.
Alexander believes that testing her intelligence in one area but not the other is not very clever. Ask her how she shoots a gun, and how she makes a gun, and how she makes them explode.
Hey
And
Mariah,
I'm sure
how
she'll
do you
blow your
shoot a
mind.
gun?
This is the part to dramatically shoot someone? Yeah.
Boom. Am I right?
Immediately Jinx impersonation.
Okay, maybe her intelligence is a little bit lacking in recent days. But I mean, if you had questions, you could have just asked. I mean, we're pretty approachable, except Alexander. Unless you're a guy who's naked and very sweaty. And then he is pretty approachable.
Waffleberg, you take drugs every other day. How on earth could you possibly say I'm less approachable?
I don't threaten to kill people every other day, just every other hour.
Or punch them, for that matter.
Also, I'm Vanyan. People expect this from me.
Okay.
Just sort of gives a bit of a weird glance around and goes, okay, Waffleberg, you do you.
Okay, we're gonna direct the questions more to
I will not do me, and I resent the accusation.
They just look at each other and then go. They just look to Potoo and Kuiper like, right, we're gonna direct our questions to you two then. Just purely.
SLA, but don't insult us.
See, they are narrowing it down over time. They are slowly working out where the intelligence in the party lies.
One, what are your intentions here? We know you've been working with the Sentinels. Are you here to stop the Master?
Depends which one's your master.
The ruined king himself, of course.
No, we only have issues with Thresh at the moment.
I mean, he is on my to-punch list.
They just
Yes.
They just look to each other, just with a little smirk, like, well, Des just goes to Ada. Told you he was planning something. You owe me. Then they'll just look back to you.
You two have a thing going on. If so, could you, just ask the questions and fuck off? Fuck later.
They just give you a confused look. It's like, well, I was expecting that, but still. Next question. Is that all you're here for? If so, then we've got no real conflict in business here. It just seems a bit odd that people are wielding sentinel weapons and yet aren't going for the Master.
I am here to punch everybody. And this island. And
Alexander,
everything on this island.
This is why Silveen took control of you. This right here. He always says stupid things right at the wrong time. We're here to help. I'm here to punch somebody, Silveen. Sir.
I mean, in all honesty, Waffleberg's not necessarily a sentinel. He's just borrowing the stuff to shoot a bunch of things.
To be fair, Fresh does have a punchable face.
Can you guys?
Glad we agree on something.
She's back!
Yeah, internet completely crashed.
Welcome back. Do you need a catch-up?
Little bit.
Okay, with that 18 investigation, you would recognise their uniforms to be from Piltover and Zone, but their weaponry and uniforms also to be Sentinel. But obviously corrupted by Viego.
Quick, bop them with the stick.
They also, oddly enough, don't seem to be hostile right now. In fact, as soon as it was mentioned that you're not here for Viego, but rather for Fresh, they're actually not even keeping hold of Mariah anymore.
Yeah.
Like, Alari is thinking in her head, but doesn't say it out loud. I'm here for Viego.
Oh yeah, I don't know if your internet went down or not at that point as well, but did you hear about what Kuiper got?
No. Oh, the stick thing.
The leaves.
The leaves, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I heard about that.
Okay.
Alexander has to admit that He's only saying all this out loud because Alekxander would really like to get on with this job, so if you're all done...
Well, a couple of quick things before we let you go.
Actually,
One. And they'll both look to you, Potoo.
Mm.
Why are you working with these people? Surely you're one of us, aren't you?
No.
But we can feel the Isle's grasp on you.
It's less of a grasp and more of a coexistence thing at the moment. I started out normal. It's kind of new for me.
wait, Potoo started out normal. When did you start out normal?
Before we met you.
I used to be
Potoo
drunk.
was normal?
Yes. Kind of. Not Shadow Islesy, at least.
Alekxander finds it strange to take the Waffleberg side of things, but even Alekxander is having a hard time taking any member of this party as normal.
Before,
Bilgewater can be.
at least no Shadow Islesy stuff, but then they stole the sword.
Less of a steal, more of a trophy.
The second thing.
Oh, that's Ledros.
Ledros always thinks that.
Now there's a name we've heard. The second thing is less of a question, more of a request. Because
What?
we could demand it of you, but demands just end in hostility.
Tell me about it.
I mean, we're not exactly thrilled to be talking to you. We're very busy.
You're heading into Fresh's dungeon, are you not?
Yeah.
Yes, that sounds about correct.
They just look to each other and then look back to you. Which of you lot would you say is the most trustworthy?
I get the feeling that almost every single one of us would just proclaim ourselves.
No, Waffleberg knows that he's not the most trustworthy.
Except
And I mean,
Waffleberg.
she's Zonian. She's built Overian. They know. I'm Zonian. Yeah, they're not gonna trust me.
Oh yeah, no,
I'm
you're off the table straight away.
Yeah.
I'm at least responsible.
That... No, she is responsible until she finds something cute.
No.
When it's male, yes.
Let's confess, I do tend to find both of you rather interchangeable sometimes.
What is your request before we decide?
Your target's fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you keep stating the
Farewell.
Get on with it.
We're trying to, but you interrupted us.
You interrupted us. We were having a nice walk.
Fair. Viego for a while has had a suspicion that Fresh is looking to backstab him.
Okay.
And as such, we want to implement a kind of fail-safe. Because we have ideas of what Fresh is after.
We have no interest in helping Viego.
Not even if the whole thing's a line?
We'll do what we do.
As long as what happens here does not benefit Viego explicitly, I suppose we were going to do the same thing anyway. Come on, get to the point.
Mm.
Get to the point where you offer something. And, you know, request.
Our offer is
something in
quite
return.
simple. You do this for us, and the rest of us champions of Viego will keep off your back.
That seems easy enough.
So what you're basically saying is, you're going to give us free passage to do this quest.
Exactly.
Because it benefits both of us.
Exactly.
Why did you have to kidnap us to do that? One of us.
Because we didn't know that you were just going after Fresh. We had to make sure. And granted, we grabbed the wrong one, but still.
Yes, you should be careful grabbing children in the middle of nowhere. It gets you a bad reputation.
She's a Yordle. I doubt she counts.
That's what they all say. Oh, it doesn't count this time. You can't just say it doesn't count.
I think
God, I
I'm
could
gonna
tell
mute myself.
that you were previously Sentinels, right? Because you have like no self-irony. Fucking hell. Alekxander's wife is in ice prison. You're still making me laugh a little.
So we're assuming that you're going to be the most trustworthy one then, and they'll look to you, Alari. Did Dion die again?
No, I'm here. It's just Delris being like, it's Alari being like,
Listen, I think when you deal with us as a party. Entrust it to all of us.
It's more. Alari can't really say she's the trustworthy one when she do something to actively screw over this request. Just to stop Viego from getting anything good out of it.
In that case,
Okay, Waffleberg's
I will
gonna be
put
real.
myself forward.
Moonman's the most trusty.
Okay.
Yeah, Moonman's the
That
most trusty out of all of us.
Yeah.
Then,
Considering how many people Viego's taken from Alari and Delris at this point, it's like...
you, small Yordle, you know what, if we're going to be working together, let's go on a named basis.
No.
Alari could just.
Hey, we put you at the back. Shush you.
You can keep calling me small Yordle. I don't think we'll be meeting again.
Mortal.
Very well, have it your way, small Yordle. And they're going to hand you what seems to be an old relic. You can roll me a history check.
History. My god.
You're not 100% sure, but you feel like after seeing certain things on this island, this relic may be a relic of Camavor, which is the nation that the Ruined King originally came from, overseas. We believe that Fresh is looking to siphon off the Black Mist for himself. If you place that where he is storing all this energy, even if you have to stab it into him if it turns out to be him himself, should disrupt those energies. Make him a bit weaker at least.
Alright, Alekxander sees how this works. Alekxander thinks this makes a lot of sense.
And then we never get Unbound Thresh. The universe is finally balanced.
Actually, this is my way of explaining Unbound Fresh. It's
The
more in case
universe
if he
is-
got the full mist, he would be a giant monstrous creature. This is just going to make him humanish.
Okay.
I will correct Riot's mistakes if Riot doesn't do it themselves. And I said, we do this for you. Well, you did this for us. We'll keep off your backs until you get off this island. Whatever happens
Alright.
between our master and the other sentinels happens. The sentinels win. It's all fine and dandy for you. If the master wins and the mist spreads further, if we come into contact, consider us enemies.
He nods.
They'll nod too.
Okay.
One last thing.
You said that like 3 times now.
It's because things come to mind while we're talking that didn't come to mind originally. It's been quite a horrid situation given we stole the wrong person.
Yes, I'm
Like,
starting to think that you don't...
Each time they say that, they keep glaring back to Mariah.
I'm starting to think that you had no right to come over here and start insulting our intelligences, but continue.
Seems with Fresh's energies growing and siphoning off with the Black Mist, he may be gaining some control, some leeway over some of the other, what you call ruined.
Yes.
Is that what we're supposed to be calling them? I thought we were just calling them ghost bitches, but okay.
So if you encounter any of us in Fresh's hideout over there, you most likely should consider them enemies.
I mean, to be fair, if it wasn't for the fact that you seem so strangely calm with Mariah, we probably already would be fighting, so you don't need to tell Alekxander twice to fight things he doesn't like the looks of.
That is fair. They're just lots of years on, they were like, I could see the
Alari
rest.
just kind of looks angry.
I can see where the rest of you all joined in for this fight. You don't get why a Freljordian here.
Alekxander was told there'd be things to fight here. Alekxander, you know, he likes a bit of variety. Well, it gets a little boring eventually. Alekxander was promised big quest, he came for big quest, alright? Alekxander has bigger quests to deal with now, so Alekxander's looking to get this over quickly, you understand.
We were there thinking it would be the whole honourable death thing.
Alari's just
Alekxander has way too much confidence in his abilities to expect a death here.
Alari's just there, like, I'm also from the Feliord, but that doesn't really matter. Either way.
Really? I mean, it was probably the uniform throwing us off the whole Sentinel thing. It just... You had a more air of Bilgewater about you for some reason.
Definitely not from Bilgewater.
That's just us. Actually, I was sensing a bit of song.
Alekxander has determined that we seem to have sidetracked into an actual conversation. Alekxander does.
No, I am trying to say something, but I keep getting interrupted by these two.
Well, I think Delris is going to explode if you don't let her say something, so...
Alari!
Look, if I'm not misgendering someone, I'm misnaming someone! It's not my fault that you're the same bloody voice actor.
I do different voice.
Does she?
How has things gone off the rails this much and it's not even been an hour?
It's gone so off the rails that we've broken the fourth wall anyway.
Either way.
To be fair, it's been a month. I might not remember.
Don't break the screen in the sky. I need that.
Yeah, I'm looking at your screen in the sky now, bitch. How's it feel, huh?
Wouldn't you know it, Zabadaddy?
Go on, Dion.
Alrighty, can we let Dion...
Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay. Like, I promise nothing to you. And in fact, if there's any way I can actively screw over Viego, I probably will do that.
There's nothing that she has to come with us. She can only go so far and screw you over your boss.
Oh, well.
Oh, right there.
Hello?
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 You're breaking in and out there, Dion.
She's 26, apparently.
Alari's just phasing between Delris and Alari. That's the only way to explain this.
She's muted. I'm assuming that her internet just started dying. We'll give her a sec just to get back.
Listen, Alekxander admits that Alari has
Sorry,
very...
I got a phone.
Ah, that's why you kept cutting in and out. Okay.
Alekxander admits that my compatriot from the Freljord, Alari, Delris, one of those two, has no reason to assist your master in any way, shape, form, or size. But Alekxander assures you that we have one task to do here, and then we are going. So take that as Alekxander's word that will make sure that both of our problems will be solved here in one swell swoop. No, one fell swoop. Damn it!
One fell swoop? I know she got freed from a cage on
Don't
Sunday.
summon her! I don't need another card to get shot in the fucking name. That's all she ever did to me.
Go on, what were you trying to say there, Dion?
Like, your master has taken too many people for me to ever consider helping him in any way. I hope he dies
Oh,
And while I don't know you, if you're choosing to work for him and not just controlled, I don't hold much hope for you either.
I'm not even going to make you roll for this, Alari. You see the holes on the chest. You know these two are ruined. They're not exactly doing it out of choice. Then again, never mind. I just realised what you meant by that, given the whole misfortune situation. Where she quite literally chose to be ruined. Which is interesting now that I finished the Ruined Kingdom, saw like the seeds of that being planted.
Yep. Like,
but given that
if
these
it was...
two have sentinel uniforms, such, you'd probably err more on the side of these two didn't really have a choice in it.
She doesn't particularly care. She's very angry.
Fair.
Potoo's not wrong. Alari probably is going to burn everything.
Alari is pissed with a gun.
Alari had no love for her mother, but at the same time, it was
only one person was allowed to shoot my mother. That was me.
But she kind of finishes it up with like, hopefully you puppets come to your senses. Then she'll grab Mariah and start walking back to the path.
I'll follow.
I imagine it's like not even a case of like just. It's like when an angry mum goes up and just grabs like the kid's hand and drags them off.
Don't talk to me or my Mariah ever again.
She's tired of Mariah getting kidnapped at this point.
He's just gonna baby carry her.
Alekxander just waits for everyone to get back to the path. And he will turn and be like, I just want to make one thing clear before I go. I do not like being backstabbed. I want to make this very, very clear. If you change your mind for whatever reason, we start having problems, Alekxander is going to make your lives a living hell. And trust me, Alekxander wants to go save his wife. If Alekxander's willing to stop and do that, be assured it's going to be total and complete hell. Okay? Just as I'd expect the same if we were to turn our backs on this, yes?
You have the word of the king. Surely that is enough.
No.
If it was anyone else, I would just take it at that. We'll keep this on you. I suppose I can't complain too hard of that alliance we have, but, alright. Just a little like, my eyes are on you thing, just...
Yep.
And then wanders back to the path and will quickly overtake and fucking power walk his lost time.
So I've been muted when I was trying to say this, so I do apologize. But Waffleberg was going to, before he left, he was going to look at the Zanian one and be like,
if it helps, nothing's changed.
But he's already back in the path before Alekxander makes it. That way Alekxander can have his little doodad.
Yeah.
So you'll make it back to the path. And after that brief interruption, you carry on your way. And as I said, the land at this point, the trees are basically gone, giving way to bare cliffs.
Alari's just keeping hold of Mariah to make sure she doesn't get snatched again.
And in front of you, once I get this correct, because I know this thing likes to not reveal when I click reveal.
I have to go grab something. So BRB.
Okay.
My god. I don't know what happened there. I tried to highlight it and it came up with as a highlighted square and not revealed. I think it's because I went off the map.
Maybe.
You see what seems to be a large spiring tower in the middle of what seems to be a large cavernous drop into just glowing green.
Is that where we're going?
Looks like it.
Alright. All little conversations aside, Alexander must admit he is a little weak for a conversation. I'm very ready to get this over with. Is everybody else ready?
I'm sorry.
Didn't even hear that. I just heard something, but yes.
Fritz hopped up on my dad while he was playing Horizon and popped his claws out. So you approach, and as you go up the long winding path towards the front entrance, it seems to be two large gates just sealed.
You're the magician here. Have you got any wise ideas, or should I start hitting?
Sorry, I apologize. Why? Two large gates that are sealed?
Yep.
Are they sealed magically? Can we tell that from first glance?
You can make me an Arcana check.
Okay.
Is there a keyhole?
That's also what Waffleberg was going to ask as well later on.
If you go look for a keyhole, make me an investigation.
Investigation.
We'll do it in, yep.
You don't sense any magical energy from it, Waffleberg. You sense magical energy coming from beyond it, but not on the door itself. And it takes a bit of a search, but hidden behind what seems to be grating on the wall, you see what seems to be a keyhole.
Hang on. Before we overthink this, Alexander's going to try and open the gate.
Oh, the grate between the keyhole and... Or do you mean the doors?
Yeah.
Which one?
Yeah. He tries to open the gate. How is there multiple ways to open the gate here? I'm having a stroke.
Because you were asked, do you go for the gate or the keyhole, and you said yes.
Open a keyhole, I open the gate. Or attempt to, because it'd be really dumb if we do all of this and then the doors are open.
Oh, okay, the main doors. The main doors are locked.
I will
right.
Subtly get out the key whilst Alexander's up to that and see if it fits.
Oh, I was just gonna picklock it.
So you just get out a key as Alexander's distracted. And just try and slide it through the bars to get to the keyhole beyond the grate. And yeah, the key fits in. You turn it. And as you do so, make me a dexterity save.
I've returned.
As you get ready to pull your arm back, two skeletal hands eject from both sides beyond the grate and just grab hold of your hand.
Screams.
And now I'm going to need a con save from you, Kuiper.
I guess that's the way of discovering the door was not open and very booby-trapped.
You feel your life essence start to be drained.
Literally going to grab Kuiper and fucking yank him back. Just gonna
Yep, you rush over, you try and pull. Make me a strength check.
Ironically, not my strongest stat at all.
Yep, no, those are keeping a good grip on him. Those are just...
Right. I'm gonna try and help.
I would like to Misty Step.
Okay. Which was happening first? Misty Step or Alari helping?
Well, she'd grab hold of him and try to pull. And then if he missed stepped, it'd be like...
Make me a strength check there, then Alari. Yeah?
The Barbarian!
Just as you're about to finish off your words for Misty Step there, Kuiper, you feel yourself just ripped out of the arms of these two skeletal arms. As Alari just holds you back.
We got you. We got you. Maybe don't stick your hands in holes you don't understand.
Did I keep the key?
What is it?
The key is still in there, but it is turned and the doors did go klunk.
Hopefully we don't need that again.
Alekxander is going to kick this door open.
You...
Stop using his fucking hands after seeing that.
Yep. So you kick the door open. The doors... Make me another strength check. This is not going to be a high DC. Yeah. You kick the doors wide open. They both go slamming outwards. Well, inwards. If they go out slamming outwards, that'd be a bit worrying. They go slamming...
fucking kick him and break my fucking leg.
Yep, they go slamming inwards, and a large hole seems to be in front of you. Seems to be quite well kept, just...
A well-kept hole.
Well kept hall, with what seems to be a couple of staircases going upwards.
Waffleberg is still looking at the keyhole, like, and then something clicks his head. And Waffleberg's just like, "Oh shit, Jeremy!"
Oh fuck! I left the shop trapdoor. Ooh. Oh dear. Oh well.
Meanwhile, in Zone, someone called Jeremy has just gained their freedom.
Yeah, they just fucking open up the door and immediately like 3 bear traps fall from the ceiling.
So, the doors are open.
Alright, I'm going to take front. I'm gonna, keep an eye out. I don't particularly want to get stabbed by something I don't see.
I am going to need, if you're all entering here,
Yep.
Even though it's all nice and wide, I'm going to need kind of like a marching order, just see where people would be like. Would they be up front? Would they be more at the back?
As I just said, I'm taking front.
Yep.
Middle.
Stay with Mariah.
Okay, so 2 back. With the Yordles at
Waffleberg will
back. Go on.
probably be middle as well.
Okay, so to middle, Potoo.
I suppose I'll probably be...
Don't take front with you, boy.
Okay. Whether that's... Did you say front there, Potoo?
Yeah, middle front.
Yep. Okay, so that works. And as you all enter... Mariah, perception.
Not again.
Oh.
You make this. As you're all walking, you see Kuiper stumble slightly before just kind of falling to the ground. Kuiper, you just feel just energyless as soon as you enter, and you just kind of double over.
Kuiper, are you okay?
Or like breathless, or just completely just limp.
Not like completely limp, but imagine like if you've pulled an all-nighter kind of thing, you've just got no energy kind of thing. Like that kind of drained.
Why do I want to sleep?
No time for sleeping, Kuiper, come on.
Alari.
Those that are looking at Kuiper can make me a medicine check.
Hasn't really understood that there's actually something serious going on yet, so he's just like, come on. Come on. Not even looking.
Oh no.
Alari, yes. Potoo, would you also like to make one?
What is it?
Medicine.
Oh, okay.
In fact, Potoo, with advantage.
That's a natural 20.
Okay. Alari, Kuiper's colours look a bit muted and pale. Potoo, you've seen this kind of look happen to your victims as you've slain them with Legion. You think part of his spirit has been drained.
Kuiper's being vacuumed.
I'm going to pick up.
What? No.
What did you just say?
It's a word that I heard in Piltover.
Yeah, we have
Chipotle
magnets
sounds
built
like
over.
so it's kinda...
It's a device that cleans up dirt and dust.
Yes.
It exists. Look it up in the Piltover compendiums.
Yeah.
There's one in Arcane.
Alexander does not need to look up a sucking object. But okay.
I'm just imagining.
Sorry, what's going on back here?
I'm just imagining someone in Piltover has made a sentient Henry Hoover.
Play.
Yes.
Would this count as a disease or poisoned, blinded, deafened, or paralyzed condition?
It would
Okay.
not.
Would I be able? I would not be able to cure it with lesser restoration then.
I'm gonna say no.
Dang.
Question: is it like Wraith Life Drain?
I will have to look that up.
Is it the thing is? Can we tell it's like affecting him physically to the point like his mechanically his hit points are lessening?
I'm going to say that you can tell that it doesn't seem to be affecting that. Like, it's not like a riff kind of thing where it affects that.
Okay.
But with him being a bit more sluggish, I will say that stuff like strength checks and saves, dex checks and saves, basically anything that relies on strength or dex or con are going to be made with disadvantage for now.
I'll just.
Oh, good. So it's not like Wraith, where it's a permanent.
It's not a permanent thing, don't worry.
Okay, good.
It's pretty much exhaustion 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just be. I'll pick up Kuiper and I'll carry him for now.
Okay.
Wow, what's happening?
Seems.
I think you're dying.
Great.
Seems those hands drained a little more of you than we thought.
I'm going to say no there, Potoo, because you would have to know exactly where those hands took it. All you know is they've taken the spirit energy somewhere in the building. You don't know where.
Kuiper is going to instinctively take one of like a small portion of Malachi's leaves out of his pocket.
Yep.
And just like bite the end of one, see if it does anything.
It does not, unfortunately. This is less you being corrupted and more quite literally sort of stolen away a bit of your spirit.
Just don't worry, Kuiper. I'll keep hold of you, and I can get fast if need be.
This is tasteless.
Keep hold of it, because if we do come across anyone that we know, well, it could be useful.
You feel him nod.
I just imagine that now, just like, yes, we have these leaves from Malachi. So I just eat them, right? No. First, we've got to brew them. We make them into a tea.
Oh my god, that's happening!
You've got Potoo to thank for that.
Well, I'll have to keep on going. I hope he's going to be okay.
Just Alari there, like, I've got him. Let's
Do
keep
not
moving.
shake any hands of any skeletons in here. What the fucking story?
Alari's just like, I'll look after him. Let's keep going.
Meanwhile, Skells greets her at the door, just waiting for a handshake, like, oh. Sad Bond Trussell as he walks away.
You lost your privileges.
Sad Bond Trussell.
Yeah. Fucking bastard skellies.
What?
Grow some skin, you fucks.
That's something that only Lay's gonna understand, but it's okay.
I get it and I love it. So, you all are in the train hall now. There seems to be staircases going up. There seems to be ornate, gargoyle-ish looking heads built into the walls. Just like periodically.
All right. So, let's split up, gang. I'll go with Daphne and Velma. You guys go with Scooby-Doo and Shaggy.
Who?
I don't know. What?
And splitting up would not be a very good idea.
Who said split up?
You did.
Please do not argue with the.
Well, then it must be a great idea.
No, it's not.
I mean,
What?
if y'all want,
Alari's not schizophrenic.
if y'all want, y'all can make me an investigation.
An investigation.
Investigation.
Who called me schizophrenic?
It should be stated, Alari, that Waffleberg is just like his pump has just filled him with drugs at this point. He's using his secret weapon 24/7.
Okay. So, Waffleberg with your 27, and Alari with the 20. Actually, let's give you all something just interesting. Mariah.
Yeah.
I should state you see that I got a 27?
No, but I heard you say 27 by using the secret
No,
weapon.
I have a 13.
Oh.
No, the secret weapon is that Waffleberg's currently on a lot of drugs.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, wait, where'd the 27 come from? I don't want to cheat here. No.
Fair.
I mean, I'll take the. You know what? If you're giving me the 27, I'll take the 27.
Mariah, you think you find something just in the corner of the room, just in the shadows? Alekxander, you're not finding too much. You find what seems to be ectoplasm around, basically like residue left over from ghosts and spirits.
He's not sure why, but his eye twitches a little bit upon seeing this.
Potoo, you're definitely getting like, you don't see anything, but you're definitely getting like a large feeling of suffering coming from this building.
Nowhere specifically, just
Upwards. Coming from upwards.
always upwards.
What happened?
You can make me an investigation if you want, Kuiper.
From Alari's back.
Yeah.
Disadvantaged 18. Holy.
Ooh.
I don't know why it's at a disadvantage, given it's not a strength or a thingy check, but
I'll do it anyway.
it would have been an
I'll
18.
roll with it.
Yeah, it would have been an 18 anyway, because it was first number.
Yep.
Waffleberg.
Waffleberg.
You find what seems to be a battered Demacian helmet.
Deep fried.
This isn't so much for Waffleberg, but it's like because there are, I believe, two different types of helmets to which we have seen, which is the normal soldier one and then the commander one. Or does
I
it
don't
not?
believe you've seen any Demacian helmet. You've seen Noxian helmets.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry, yep, brain fart.
But you would
You're right.
recognize this to be Demacian from Demacian envoys and such coming to buy and sell wares in Piltover. And
Yeah, they
occasionally
wouldn't.
travelling down to Zone, but not too much.
Yep, they ain't gonna get their armor dirty.
And the reason they travel
Okay.
with envoys is because they know Noxus does a lot of trade with Piltover as well, and it's like, be careful situation.
Waffleberg's gonna poke the helmet with the stick. He's seen enough ghosty armor dudes.
Yep.
Making sure this isn't a ghosty helmet dude.
It's not a ghosty helmet, dude. But when you poke it, what seems to be a scalp flops out of it.
Oh, great.
Sorry, what did I
Gonna
see?
take that for later, putting that in the bag.
I haven't gotten to it. Don't worry, Alari. I was just going through your numbers, like going from downwards
Oh, I
upwards.
missed it.
Not yet.
I thought I'd missed it for a sec there.
Kuiper. You find a map of this place.
He'll just weakly point it out to Alari.
It seems
Sure.
to be... It's just to the side of what you've spotted, Alari, oddly enough. But the map pretty much details the rest of these parts as it goes upwards. So, you are in currently just what is known as the dungeon. Then, just above you, you have the lower wards. Which, yes, go figure. You assume that because of that and the way that this is in like a ravine. This lower part that you're in now probably got added at a later point. But the names are kept. Above that, are the cells, the anguish cells, specifically. Then the relic halls, are pretty much at the top. And just off to the side of the relic halls, it's the Library of Agony.
Fucking hell, did Raka name this?
Ooh, a library.
Jericho is proud somewhere.
Alari,
Yeah.
you see notes next to this.
Hmm.
That seems to have just been left behind in a little bit of a hurry, rather than taken to where they should be, which you'd assume would be the library.
Yeah. She'll look over them.
Yep. Seems to be a bunch of names, most of them you don't recognize at first. Just like stating, just by scrolling through it, just like one that just catches your eye. Just try to think of random generic on it, like Gerald Fitzgerald. Oh, Gerald Fitzgerald is this woman, I believe. I don't know who that is, but the name seems familiar. Gerald Ford, we'll go with. Gerald Ford, fear, loneliness. Hector Smartin, fear, the deep. And it just keeps on going like that. You assume it's like name, fear kind of thing.
Yeah.
Then just going through. Mariah, fear, sadness.
It's kind of like, wait, what?
Waffleberg, fear, the sands. Potoo, fear, losing control. Alari, fear, losing sister. Delris, fear, losing sister.
If it said something else, it's just like,
They're like, no, she's just
judgment.
like, it's not wrong.
Kuiper, fear, fire.
Lack of tape.
Just kind of looks at Kuiper. It's like, you're scared of fire?
Naturally, yes.
This seems to be detailing people's, like, fears.
I don't know what the fuck it thinks Alexander's scared of.
Alekxander, fear. His own sexuality. No, Alekxander, fear, the things under the ice.
Oh, the Watchers.
Alexander's just there like, it must be wrong. What is it talking about under the ice? I don't know. Is it talking about the big eyeballs?
Yes.
Yeah, the things that. To be fair, Waffleberg's afraid of those things too.
I keep threatening to fight them. What is this thing on about?
To be fair, it's saying Waffleberg's fear is the sands, which we all know this.
To which I was thrown on.
Yes.
Waffleberg's not gotten over that, by the way. When you
I really hope. I really hope that this is a like a miswriting and not a premonition that I'm gonna get my ass kicked by a fucking eyeball.
Also in brackets, oddly enough, for Alekxander, is an addendum.
Mm-hmm.
Also potential fear, dying a peaceful death at old age.
Well, to be fair, that's a fear, from what I understand, for most Feliordian warriors.
Old age? What's wrong with old age? I just want to... If I... Fear is death! Because that means I've somehow lost a fight.
I think that's what it means.
I don't know, maybe I should speak to the GM about these things before we... What?
It's because most Feliordian warriors, such as Olaf and that lot, they have a thing where it's like, yes, to die in battle is the most glorious thing. To die of old age peacefully in bed like a sleep or something like that is the biggest shame you could bring.
Fear, wife.
Fear, wife. Kill a
I
wife.
know no fear, but that thing scares me.
But in all seriousness, Alexander would probably not think along those lines because Alexander's like, in order to die of old age, you have to win every battle you're in. And Alexander is absolutely egotistical enough to strive for that.
Ooh. Then I've got a good one because of that. And I don't know if this one counts or not, but there's a little retcon for that. Fear.
You're just there watching the note, and it's listening to Alekxander and correcting itself.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Fear. Finding an opponent he cannot best and knowing.
It's got it.
changing again.
It has understood.
It's like, oh, it's changing again.
And oddly enough, as you're just scrolling through those, there is one name, oddly enough, in the middle that catches your eye. Silveen. Fear. Being alone.
Oh, Silveen's in here.
Stop showing up and goes, now that I think about it, maybe I shouldn't talk about my fears and weaknesses next to the sentient piece of paper.
Given
probably.
You quietly
What's it going to do? Stab me? Anyway.
Oddly enough, as Alari is reading through these, Kuiper, the air is getting warmer around you.
Well, that is pleasant.
No.
That is not pleasant.
And
It's like, what?
oddly enough, Alari, you will kind of feel this off them as well, but it's less like you're feeling the air getting hotter around you. More, Joe, like when you feel someone who's got a high temperature kind of thing.
Yeah.
You're feeling that from him.
Kuiper? I'm gonna turn, look at him like, what does he look like currently? Has he got paler?
He's not gone paler, but he does seem to be sweating a bit.
Oh dear.
Kuiper.
Yep.
It's
Getting
getting
worse.
hotter and hotter for you.
Can you stop with the fire thing?
I am not doing anything.
Are you sure?
It does
Yep.
indeed feel like there is fire around you.
I promise you I'm not doing anything right now.
You're just gonna push off Alari and fall to the floor.
Not just normal fire. You've felt this kind of flame before. You feel like this is the flames of the Solari.
And he starts just running around and screaming.
Kuiper?
Alekxander's just like, come to me, come to the coldest bastard in the room.
Speaking of, Mariah,
You're in no position to run around like lunatic.
you did find something in the shadows, Mariah.
Yes.
What are you doing?
What was you saying? I was getting a bowl of cereal.
Mariah, you found something in the shadows. What are you doing? I'm getting a bowl of cereal.
Oh, wait. I found something. I'm going to it.
Okay, you go over to the thing in the shadows.
Yeah.
You can't really make it out, because I believe you don't have dark vision.
Probably not.
Are you reaching out for it?
I'll reach out with my gun.
Wise
So I'm
idea.
Away. So I can
Wise
just
idea.
walk it.
Yep. You reach out with the gun, you just kind of nudge it. And what you find is an amulet with a ruby embedded in the middle.
Ooh!
And you thought I was going to drain your energy.
That's mine.
Okay. Right, you get yourself an amulet with a ruby.
Alright, mild crisis. Please stop pilfering for 2 minutes.
I'm gonna pocket the papers.
Come here, Kuiper. It's going to be okay. I'm sure I have something to cool you off somewhere.
He's like, no, stand back! And then he just, points to the ground and starts charging a spell.
No, Kuiper.
Just
Calm
white
down.
energy coming from his hands.
You're safe. You're safe. Kind of leaning down in front of him is like, you're safe.
I cannot contest that this may work
Okay.
perfectly,
Alrighty.
but I will cast Zone of Truth to discern the fake, to attempt to assist with dealing with what I hope is a fucking illusion, not Kuiper actually being on fire.
He'll try to listen.
It's okay, Kuiper. I've got you.
I mean, that and Waffleberg's going to real quickly with his metal hand bitch slap Moonman while also casting heroism on him. Get a hold of yourself! Freaking out's my job!
Just looks at
To which
Waffleberg with,
heroism
like,
makes a willing creature you touch is imbued with bravery until the spell ends. The creature is immune to being frightened and gains temporary hit points equal to your spellcasting ability modifier. When the spell ends, the target loses any remaining temporary hit points from the spell. The spell lasts up to 1 minute so long as Waffleberg's concentrated, which is
just
probably
looks
going
at
to end
Waffleberg
very fast.
with the widest eyes. He's just nodding frantically at Waffleberg. He's like, okay.
Yep. So,
Just another one for good measure, just another bitch slap.
Are you okay now?
Another bitch slap.
Are you okay now?
He just nods.
Okay, good.
It's like, stop hitting him.
It's part of the spell. It's from his notes. Don't get onto me for it. It's from his book.
Does Son of Truth assist with the issue, Lee? Lee?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just trying to figure out the whole thing, because it's not exactly like he was being lied to.
Playing on his fear.
So Zone of Truth on Kuiper is less a case of Kuiper realizing that it's a lie, and more a case of realizing, yeah, no, the flames are actually coming from somewhere. They're just not on him. Which means, Kuiper.
Yep.
You may roll me an Arcana check. Just about to pass. You get the feeling, given that you've seen what Fresh is capable of doing with the souls and spirits, and given you were told that he tortures them here, you get the feeling part of your spirit has been whisked off somewhere upstairs. This unless you've been put in a cell or something, filled with solar. I was about to say Solarian. That's Mass Effect. Solari flames. And because your soul is still linked to you, even though parts of it's been parted, you're feeling it yourself down here.
Okay.
Essentially put, Fresh is getting the most brilliant idea of, well, I didn't get the full thing, but I could torture two people at once now.
I will try to play calm, but somebody is playing with my fears.
Alexander determines this much. But, has the issue subsided is what Alexander needs to know, I suppose.
He shakes his head.
Really? Even while I'm attempting to reduce the illusions? It is an illusion, right?
No.
No. Okay, that's very interesting. Alexander's not sure what to make of that.
Part of me is being held captive here with flames, and I would like to go wherever that is. He starts walking.
Yep. From the map, you, Alari,
Yeah.
you can assume it's most likely going to be in the anguish cells.
It's probably in the anguish cells.
Again, as opposed to what? The happiness cells? Idiot can't name shit, right? Alright. Well, can't leave Kuiper like this. I have no intention of doing so because we need a full force to take on Fresh. Also, I like him. Anyway, let's go this way then.
Yep. Mariah, just one quick thing. When you took that amulet, are you keeping it hidden or are you just proudly wearing it?
Oh, I'm proudly wearing it.
Yep. So as Mariah rejoins back up with you all as you head towards the staircase, you see her wearing an amulet with a ruby in it.
Mariah,
Not that fast.
Mariah, where did you get that?
I found it in some shadows, so I popped it with my gun because I thought it was going to be an enemy, but it's a necklace, and I'm feeling blingy.
Alright, if this was any other location, I would simply congratulate you on a great find, but please don't stick your head in random holes. The last hole took Kuiper to the soul dimension.
I'll
That's what
can I
she
do
said.
can I do an Arcana
Yes,
on
you
this
can.
necklace?
Yes, you can.
Just to see if it's magical or cursed or. Because Mariah's the easiest character in this party to curse. Let's just be honest.
That is true.
Damn it.
You sense it is magical, but you don't quite know why.
Kuiper, I know that we're going so important, but we require your specific skills over here.
You sense it is magical, Waffleberg, and you sense that the energies are indeed from the Isles themselves, but you're not sure what.
Mariah,
Yes.
you know how we told Potoo not to touch creepy things in creepy places from creepy people that could or could not do creepy things?
No creepy people there, so I don't care.
No, but this is the house of a creepy person.
Well, they wasn't there, so it's fine.
I hate teenagers.
Alright, I suppose I will see.
I'm assuming that you're working on your tablet doing the drawing at the same time, Dion?
I'm
Yeah.
determined it is an amulet.
Yeah, I was about to say I could hear like a dump, dump, like your stylus when it taps on the thing. They're going,
Sorry.
is that what's
Should I
microphone going
just
weird?
roll
Ah,
an
no,
Arcana
it's
just-
stylus.
Sorry, I'm drinking.
It's okay. What was that, Ranna?
For shits and giggles, I went ahead and rolled an Arcana.
Go for it.
I got
Roll an
I got a-
Arcana with advantage,
Okay.
given that it is said that this is Shadow Isles. And you know, Legion. Okay. Both of you got 21. Glorious. You're both just looking at this. Yeah, it's magical. It's got the energies of the Shadow Isles. And you believe this stores up energy. Energy that is used, essentially put, as a fancier form of a key for this place to unlock certain doors.
Huh.
At the moment, it is. Given you got 21, I'll give you this. Because I'm assuming some other places may have something similar. There are levels of charges to this. It's currently at charge 1, meaning you'll be able to unlock like the first charge doors. And if you find ways of charging it up further, you can charge up. You can open up other doors.
Oh god, we're playing fucking SCP concerning.
That is a much easier comparison that I didn't think of.
We're playing frickin' Five Nights at Freddy's.
Five Night?
Right,
Yes.
you Freddy? I know.
Freddy.
Welly, squarely.
Oh no.
Very wowie sweaty?
Oh
Or
no.
Mars.
Well, I started.
Oh no, future me, insert jump scare here.
Please don't. So you've already got Santa.
So,
We're just dragging Alexander back into hell where he belongs.
Oh, similar character was that bad.
you can't be complaining about the uwu voices and then try and do an uwu voice later on in the game, Jack. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, that's no good.
So,
Cheat now.
before
You're
I,
not going to turn us back into glorified raccoons later.
I was about to say, before I lose the will to live, quick.
You have that? Can I have some?
No.
Oh, get your own.
Fine, I'll just haunt your shoes.
I'm not wearing shoes. So, you're all heading up the stairs towards the next floor, which is... Who the fuck has added me? Yes, that is the next floor. The next floor is called Who the fuck has added me? Towards the next floors, which is ironically the lower ward. And as you approach here, You see ahead of you what seems to be various closed doors, with moaning and wailing coming from behind them.
Well, either some ghosts are having a very good time, or we have absolutely found the cells of anguish. Maybe both. Anyway. Alright. So, does anyone have any particular way to discern exactly where we should be looking for Kuiper's shard of soul, or are we going to go window knocking? if you will?
Basement.
No, it seems more upward.
Then up we go.
We're literally at the anguish cell. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
Alexander understands that much, but I'm saying, how do we determine which one's the right one?
Trust me, I'll know.
Alright.
Who knows, maybe Kuiper will start brightening up.
He's going to pick up Kuiper and just be like, lead the way.
Just hold him out like a freaking detective.
I feel like
That's exactly what Alexander's doing.
I feel like
Holding him forward like a fucking detector.
I feel like something got missed then that I said.
Oh.
This is the lower wards, not the anguish cells.
Yeah, that's why I said what I said in the basement.
I thought the anguished cells were up.
No, from the map you would have known that then, given that this thing seems to have been... Okay, let me just try and explain this again. As you put, since when you came here, it was a winding path down to the lower floor itself, which was the dungeons, because this thing seems to have been built initially, and when the fell thing collapsed into a ravine, an extra floor was built underneath, so therefore, the lower floors is oddly not the bottom floor.
Huh.
He never changed the name.
So we need to go down.
You need to go up.
Alright.
Oh, we do need to go up. Okay,
So
let's
we
go up.
need to go up.
We'll carry Kuiper anyway, because, Kuiper falls over and shit when he's dying of light soul.
Best way to put it, from the bottom upwards, the floors are the Freshest Dungeon, then the lower wards, then the Anguish Cells, then the Relic Halls, and the Library of Agony is on the same floor as the Relic Halls, but a bit to the side.
Alright.
But as you all get ready to go through this hall, make perception checks, please.
Okay. Damn it, my rolls have turned to shit suddenly.
Pass, and fail. That is a pass. Who was not rolled? It is a Mariah.
Wait, please.
Excuse me. That is a fail. Just about to fail, though. This was like a DC 13. So, oof. However, Kuiper, Alekxander, and Potoo, you see the glowing green ahead. Just starts off small, and then starts to get larger and larger. And you realize it's not getting larger, it's just getting closer. Dex saves and those that failed the perceptions are rolling with disadvantage.
Oh, goody.
That was said with a little bit too much excitement. This is going to...
Absolutely going up based off Alexander's dex save.
Wait a minute.
I was about to say, don't you have lucky or some kind of reroll bullshit?
Sorry, just give me a fucking minute. I'm having a visual migraine. I'm trying to read a fucking feat. Give me a minute. You have advantage on saving throws against effects you can see. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my fucking god.
Okay.
I
Well, yeah, I guess I'm gonna lucky that for the sake of myself and my Kuiper.
So far, the only people that... Oh,
I think I'm just gonna say that it's above halfway. And I can't
and
say
it's
to
enough.
roll another one.
It's enough.
So,
Alekxander and Kuiper. Given Kuiper's being carried by Alekxander, is a pass. Alari is a fail. Waffleberg is a pass, even with the disadvantage, because it was 17 for the lowest. Potoo is a pass, and we need a Mariah dex save with disadvantage.
I feel like there's not enough words to describe just how ever so slightly like Alekxander gets away with this. Like he literally sees it, fucking trips,
So,
tries to kip up, falls over the other way.
And then he pretends that he didn't.
then just decides to roll.
It's like I meant to do this the entire time.
So, those that passed, you have a choice. Are you diving left or right?
Left.
I guess I'll roll to the left now, y'all.
Okay, so Alekxander and Potoo have gone to the left. Waffleberg?
I'm gonna do this as well. We'll go to the right.
Okay, so 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Unfortunately, for Alari and for Mariah, I roll for you, and instead of it being a thing, I'm rolling a d4 for this. You will also be taking damage because this is essentially blowing you up somewhere.
is it fire damage?
It is, so you will gain resistance.
Sweet.
There will be some necrotic on top of it, but you'll resist the fire part. So, I'm rolling a 1d4, with each one representing a compass point. Alari. Okay, Mariah. Wow.
Forward into the fire.
No, not quite. Alari. You get blown down a floor.
Oh,
so you will be taking some falling damage as well. So the explosion
Sorry,
quite literally knocks you through the floor.
Sorry, what's happened?
Because it's an explosive force that's happened, and Alari and Mariah failed, they were getting blown in directions. I rolled to see where they were going. Alari has been blown through the floor down back to the dungeon floor below you. Mariah, however, has been blown upwards and is now in the anguish cells.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Is this an accidental four-way party split?
Yes.
Oh my god, Lee,
Yep.
you magnificent bastard. So now you just need to throw a flenser at Kuiper.
So, fire damage wise, Mariah take 11, take
I love it.
5, Delris, Alari,
Yep.
and
Oh,
also
well,
take
the fucking
you
red
both
flag.
take 9 necrotic.
Has her health gone fully back up?
Yes, because you rested.
Yep. Okay, good.
And also take 9 necrotic. And
What
on
was
top
that
of that, you would have taken 14 in total so far.
So the other two,
Wonderful.
did they go to the left or right?
Potoo went with you, Waffleberg went to the right.
Is that including my resistance?
Yes, that was including your resistance. Otherwise
Okay.
it would be 20. But I do
Fair.
have to roll some falling damage for you too.
Yeah, that's fair. I was just checking.
It's just going to be a 2d6 on top of that. Oh, Jesus. 11 falling damage.
Stop sounding so excited about this. That's my job.
It's just like, oh yeah, no, that's fine. That's understandable. Yeah, the necrotic's fine. Let's just roll falling damage. Probably go a bit low. No. I almost rolled max.
Yeah.
So,
No, seriously, what you get? I've had to close my
What
eyes.
just happened? Where is
Alari,
everyone?
A lot just happened.
Alari, you land on your back. It hurts quite a lot, but you can manage to get yourself back to your feet, and given you look up at the hole in the roof,
Like,
which was the floor, you could assume that you can just get yourself back up to where everyone else is.
She's just here from below where there was once floor. Just ow.
Just see a couple ears peek over, like, "Oh, you're okay."
That hurt a lot.
And do you want to know the fun part that I've not done yet?
Not done yet.
Christ, you've got more.
I do.
Of course, we don't know where the
Alari, Mariah, con saves.
Oh, good.
Don't say that. Don't say good.
I said, oh, good, just what I wanted.
How'd they do? I can't say.
Okay.
I got 14, Mariah got less.
Indeed.
Sorry, he was just quiet for a while. I was just like,
As you try and get up, Alari, to get back up to the top, you feel a bit of drain at first, but oddly not as bad as what Kuiper was making out to be. And
Oh
then,
dear! Something's draining me too.
And then you realise it's not so much a drain on you, as there is a bit of odd silence.
Delris?
You can't sense Delris.
Panic.
Panic with a capital K.
Alari is in absolute panic.
Yep. Mariah.
Wait, no, they got you too.
Yes.
You wake up on the upper floor,
Great.
inside a cell.
Great.
The hole is still there. You could try and get down if you had rope or something. But you do feel drained.
Beginning to become a little bit concerned. If Alekxander gets hit by some of this, whatever it is that Fresh is using, are we just going to get trounced? Because that's what apparently the paper says will happen. That would make me very sad.
Technically, it was changing, so we don't know what she'll get.
Alari's just like down below, just absolutely panicking.
Sisterly panic.
And as you get to your feet, Mariah, just observing the hall, you hear an odd voice to your right. In a cell to your right.
Who the bloody fuck are you?
Who the bloody fuck are you?
Only supposed to blow the bloody fuckers up.
That was rude language.
That was rude language.
Oh, piss off.
Oh, piss off.
Oh god, they copied me out of character too. Ah.
Oh, I didn't realise that one was out of character.
I'm gonna look.
Just like, ha,
Yep.
got you.
Mariah's
it's not so
biggest
much-
fear: fourth wall breaks.
It's not so much bars as it is just like a force field kind of thing keeping you back, so you can't really peer out. But you can make me an intelligence check.
Alari, I don't suppose you'll need a rope to get back up, right?
Oh,
I do have one.
My rolls.
Yeah, you think someone's mimicking you. Alari, you could get out through the stairs. You
She's
could
just like,
quite
she's
literally walk
gone!
your bed back up.
She's gone? Who?
Delris!
Oh.
Mm.
Alright, make your way back up. I have a rope if you need it, but I can't see down there, okay?
So,
and we'll go and get her back, yes? I can't imagine that one's going to be fun for you.
oddly enough, Alekxander and Potoo, since you went to the left, you do find several of these cells in the same room as you, each of which housing what seems to be a different spirit.
Oh.
Interesting.
And
One of those is a fire genasi.
no, she's up in the anguish cells. I was just saying right now, anyone that's getting the soul torture is up in the anguish cells. These are quite literally people where they're either fresh captures or ones that he has not decided what to do with yet.
Just find this really strange looking
Hey, Potoo, do you fancy a mass jailbreak of some description?
That would be amusing. Might distract him too.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that way of thinking.
Yep, there does seem to be just a button on the front, like in the middle of these force fields that you could just press in. That should open them.
Wait, what way? Really? This convenient? Boop.
Okay. So there are
I swear
four.
to fuck if a hand comes out of this.
There are 4 cells in total. Are you freeing all of them?
I'll have a quick look inside them just to make sure I'm not freeing someone I blatantly recognise that I wouldn't want to.
That is fair. Potoo and Alekxander can make me investigation checks.
Just eventually, Alari walks back up the stairs, is like, ah!
Investigation.
Oh yeah, Kuiper as well, because I forgot Kuiper was quite literally.
Kuiper has been lifted back onto my shoulders.
Yeah.
Like hamburger.
Hold Yordle gently like hamburger.
Alari is too distracted for anything right now.
Kuiper and Alekxander, you recognise some of the clothing styles of some of these people. The one on the front, I'm going to just like label it 1 to 4, like from left to right.
Yeah.
Number 1 seems to be a Freljordian male with tattoos which seem to imply he's part of the Avarosan tribe, which is the tribe you're against, Alekxander.
Alekxander presses the button.
Punches Spirit.
I'll get to those in a sec. The second one seems to be a Zornite.
Alekxander presses the button.
The third one is a Noxian.
I don't know what that is, but I'm probably going to press the button.
And the fourth one is a Shuriman.
Pretty sure Waffleberg will be over the moon, but I'm going to press the button.
Okay. Indeed. It's a Zornite female, which seems to, despite being in a spiritual look, does seem to still have spiritual versions of the Kantech that she would normally wear.
What?
You've seen Arcade.
It's like Waffleberg's robotic arm. It's
Yeah.
basically cybernetic.
Sorry, well, I tried to look it up and I got a cleaning product supplier from England.
It's basically cybernetic.
Yeah, I have not watched Arcana yet. Arcana, I know what about.
The Noxian is a Noxian male soldier.
Alright.
And the Shuriman seems to be one of the worshippers of Renekton that you fought before.
Hi.
Still gonna let him out.
And I'm going to roll to see about these peeps.
Alari's just come up at this point, but she's just kind of crouched down, is just like having an existential crisis.
Okay. You free your 4 of these spirits. The Freljordian looks to you with some concern, Alekxander, but thanks you for freeing him.
Do not worry about what sides we are on right now. This is not the place for any person.
I mean, I am dead anyway, so I don't think I'm going to be partaking much in the wars now. I can get some revenge, though. Revenge is something all us Freljordians understand.
Ghost punch.
To the next one.
The Zornite also thanks you. Then peers over towards the right cells. It's like, I wonder if my boyfriend's still over there. We were taken at the same time and separated.
It is quite possible. I'm sure we will find out very soon.
The Noxian quite literally just looks to you, Alekxander, recognizes you also as a man of war. Just show me where the battle is and we can get this done.
I like this map.
The Shuriman, however, looks to you all and tries to leap onto Potoo. Just groaning out a call of must feed.
I poke them with the sword.
They're going to try and resist it. They're going to make a con save to try and resist it. and they resist it.
Let's see what's in Alexander's arsenal.
I've got the Dark Souls soul-sucking sound ingrained in my head.
Like, I wasn't thinking of sucking, it was just more of a slight deterrent, because I know how apparently it doesn't feel too comfortable.
They pass up two. They see the sword try to suck to them, and they go, "Now it is my turn to do the sucking." Pulls out a crazy straw and just plonks it on Potoo's head.
I am. Oh, what's this?
But it is indeed going to try. And it is going to try to do an attack on you.
I'll give it a chance for it. React. You know. Let Guy get a kicks in. I don't even know what I said.
You say
I think I'm having alpha stroke right now, okay? My vision is rainbows.
17 Potoo?
Considering that it is technically undead, meet and beat? Question
Meet and
mark?
beat
I get a
hits.
7. Yeah.
So.
But that means that I can use a reaction to make one attack, adding 1d8 radiant damage.
Take 23 necrotic damage and make me a con save.
Hey, fucking free! Fucking hell! Ghost is on steroids.
Here's the thing. This is not a ghost. When the spirits and that lot fall to the influence of the Shadow Elves, and you can thank Waffleberg for reminding me that these things are a thing, it's a wraith.
Well, I got an 18, but I'm
Yep,
also
you pass. Your hit point is not reduced.
cool. Well, I'm also
Well, your hit point maximum is not reduced.
I'm also going to be taking that reaction.
Yep.
Yep, fair.
With Legion still. So.
Funniest part is, if this thing somehow drains you to 0 HP with that attack, you get no death saves, you're just dead.
Fortunately, when you've been the big suck, you can't come back.
What was that, sorry?
21 to hit with Legion.
Hits. And you can get attack after this as well, Alekxander, if it's still up.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, that's 10 damage plus 1 more 1d8. So 16. And the extra 6 damage is radiant damage, so that as you will.
60. So that'd be 22 damage in total so far. Yep, it's still up.
Right.
I am going to cast Guiding Bolt on it.
Alright.
Just angry bonk and then back.
I love how it's like you can get an attack after this, Alekxander. Alekxander gets ready to attack. Alari quite literally pops her head about corner, guiding bolt.
Yeah, go for it.
Well, if everyone's...
Yeah, Kuiper's still on my shoulder and I've drawn a fucking sword.
That is true.
So there's currently just a sword just in front of me, Snozzle.
So that'll be 24 for you. It needs to make a dex save from Kuiper.
That's 9 damage, not like 20.
So you have chosen
Fails.
death.
So 9 damage was that?
Yep, 9 radiant.
So 18 doubled. And Alekxander?
Do I get advantage from Guiding Bolt? I can't remember.
Yeah, the next attack gets advantage.
You'd be surprised that I've had lots of games where people have had Guiding Bolt, but never really been in a game where people use Guiding Bolt.
Guiding Bolt's fucking awesome.
Oh, I know that
Oh,
much. And I am going to, obviously, redeem the bastard. Because extra spoopy damage versus ghosts.
That is definitely a hit.
My slashing apparently does not exist. Understood.
Oddly enough, your
Oh,
slashing
because you
doesn't.
gotta...
Your slashing doesn't need to exist for it to kill it.
Hell yeah.
As it just dissipates as you smash the sword through it.
Think
Just
of
leave
it as a
a splatter of
That's all.
ectoplasm around as it dies. Just like a
Fuck.
Alari's just now kind of stood there as like, just the fuck just happened?
I decided to let some of these out to you know, because it's not nice to just leave spirits in Fresh's presence, obviously. And also it's a slight distraction. But, that's not the point. It would appear that this one had gone a little mad. So, we performed the final mercy on it, shall we say.
More or less.
Yeah, was part of that.
so.
Delris is gone.
Yes, I heard. We'll get her back. You know we'll get her back.
She's not gone. She just the illusion of not having her.
I can't feel her at all.
You will.
Delari, I'll find his brain. Alari, she, or at the very least, the thing that is blocking you from sensing her, is around about within, like, 2 doors of us right now. Don't worry about it. Alekxander will have you covered. So we'll get it sorted quick as a whistle.
Waffleberg. You went and dove to the right, where they went to the left. And you also find 4 cells there.
Yes.
And in the cells,
Alright.
from left to right, yet again, a Zornite male who seems to quite literally have like an asymmetrical thing going on where left arm replaced with Chemtech, right leg replaced with Chemtech, as well as what seems to be one eyeball replaced. In the second one is a quite distressed Demasian child. Seems to be male.
Seems to be. You could check.
The third cell contains a Solari warrior. You can't tell what gender they are beyond the armor. And the fourth one is a Vestaya. It seems to be avian in nature.
Another bird.
Yep.
Bye.
Seems to be from Ionia.
Alrighty.
Waffleberg's gonna look at the Zarnian.
If I let you out, are you gonna try to eat me?
It just looks at you, tilts its head. Now, why would I hurt a fellow Zornite?
Waffleberg's gonna go over to the child.
Yep.
Casually approach him.
If I let you out, are you gonna try and eat me?
To be fair, before you let him out, I should be rolling these secretly somewhere.
Yeah.
How does a DM do secret rolls?
Just slash GM roll.
Yeah, slash GM roll.
Okay, so GR. Thank you.
Yeah, slash GR works too, I guess.
The child looks at you, tilts its head, sticks their lower lip out. I'm scared and I want to go home. You look at them. You sense that they want to go.
I will.
You also sense a bit of hunger maybe behind the eyes. But who knows? Maybe it's because they're hungry.
Yeah. I was an urchin once too. Alright. I'm gonna make this very clear to all 4 of you. I was gonna go by and ask each and every one of you, but then I got bored. Also, I forgot who the other two are.
The other two are a Solari warrior. You can't tell the
And
gender
a
behind their
Vistaya.
armor. And a Vestaya that's quite bird-like and seems to be from Ionia. And I will roll myself.
I'm gonna let you out.
Okay.
You're gonna probably want to try to eat poor Waffleberg.
Oh, waffle is in the name.
That's a really bad idea. One, Waffleberg's fairly certain he doesn't have a soul. Waffleberg's done a lot of shit. Seen a lot of shit. Done a lot of shit. Two, you kill Waffleberg, you're not getting your vengeance on the asshole that put you here. Think that's fairly obvious. Three, I've got this,
He says, pointing to the gun.
and although most guns probably don't work on you, this one does. Also, I can make black holes. That's fun. Any of you know a zombie by the name of Jeremiah? Well, you don't now! Because he's gone!
Alrighty, Waffleberg's pressing all the buttons.
Okay. Now, if you press all the buttons, 3 of them pounce on you.
Wonderful!
Which one doesn't?
Waffleberg shooting one, Wilhelm shooting one, and that's how this is going down.
Which one doesn't? This is going to be happening at the same time as what's happening with you lot, Alekxander, so oddly enough, you won't see who doesn't attack Waffleberg. Waffleberg, however, as you're looking at the 3 that are on you, the one that isn't attacking you is the Vestaya, who has remained in their cell.
Wonderful. Waffleberg shooting the child first.
Okay.
Yeah,
I will let you
that
get
shot.
this one attack off, and then we may need to roll some initiatives for this, because this is 3 wraiths.
Okay. Well, I kind of want to shoot the child first and then look at the other two.
Right. I'm going to say, since one of them is a child, I'm going to be halving the health of that one.
Okay. Wait a second.
Don't
Children
double it.
is-
One of them's Zonian, right?
Yes.
Okay, I know what I'm doing after I shoot the child. If I hit the child. That's a 14.
You do hit the child.
Alrighty, that's gonna be with Ricochet, which should have been a +7, but oh well. So that's that, and then that. So that's 22 points of damage overall to the child.
And given that this is a sentinel weapon, that's doubled.
Yeah, so that's 44 points of damage.
And that's a dead child.
The child, to which then Waffleberg, as Wilhelm's pointing at the Zonian, Waffleberg side-eyes the Zonian.
You're not a dumbass, so let's be honest here. Even though you're dead, a Kim Baron can still fuck you up.
You look into his eyes and you feel pretty much any sense of reason or well-being's gone in it. He is just a feral creature at this point.
Oh, I love it when they become feral. It makes it fun. Let's do this!
Oddly enough,
Waffleberg needs to let out some threats.
now he's a bit closer, you do see a symbol on him. On one of his arms.
Oh. Oh, is he a spider? Is it a spider?
No.
He's a... Oh, okay. I was about to say he's a fucking fanatic.
He's not a fanatic either.
Oh, I think I know where this is going.
You see the symbol of someone that just kind of sends a shiver down your spine. You see the symbol of Glask Industries.
Yeah, kid. You're the lucky one in this situation.
And is Wilhelm shooting?
Oh, Wilhelm shooting.
Okay.
Wilhelm's
Wilhelm,
apparently
that
not
once.
hitting them. Luckily Wilhelm can't jam the gun. But
That is true. That is true. It is
yeah,
sensitive
but
weapon,
that
sensitive
isn't
weapons
that.
can't jam.
Yeah, Wilhelm, I guess, is missing, but it's okay.
Yep. So, before we do roll initiatives, I need to do two things. One, check how much time we've got left. I mean, it's too rare if you'll be able to get through these before we end. Second, Mariah, do you have rope?
I have one explore kit, but I don't know if that will include.
Mariah,
She
come
got
back to us. She got
quiet for
abducted.
everyone else.
Yeah, it was like she was slowly getting more and more distant with it.
Sorry. I don't know what happened. I said that I have an explorer's pack, but I don't know if that would include rope or not. So
They normally do. Yeah. So if you find somewhere to tie that off to, you could lower yourself back down to this floor.
do I have to do perception to find somewhere?
Investigation.
Isn't she locked in a cell?
She is, but who knows? There may be some broken pieces in that cell that she could do it onto. Which oddly enough there is. I feel like whoever was in here last in the desperation tried to chisel the way out. So there's a point where you can just about manage to anchor it onto.
Let's do it.
And I'm just going to need a athletics check with disadvantage because you've had your soul drained to get down. Okay. You slowly try and lower yourself down on the rope. Everyone that's just looking at this hole in the roof sees Mariah quite literally fireman pole down and beyond it.
Did one of us try to catch her? Like,
I'm going to say it would be you who would be able to, if anyone. Everyone else either has a Kuiper in their arms, or is Kuiper drained, or is drained as Alari.
all right. What do
Or,
you
is currently being by two riffs. Do I have to edit myself?
Only if you want to, darling. So I am rolling. What am I rolling in acrobatics? Something. What?
Yes. Roll me in athletics.
All right. Dirt 20.
Just before she dips down into the hole as she's letting go of the rope, you just grab her by like the scruff of her clothes and just drag her back up.
You really gotta stop falling.
You notice she is also drained of colour.
All right, everything needs to stop getting desaturated.
Oh dear.
On top of that, Mariah,
Yes.
you don't feel yourself at the moment. In fact, you feel the joy being sapped out of you.
Oh my god, I'm going for my emo phase.
You're turning.
God, she's returned to session 1. She's session 1, Mariah.
No.
Session 1.
Return to base, Mariah.
Oh my god, I hate life so much. Oh, there's no cupcakes anywhere. I'm so sad.
And this is when the other depressed Yordle shows
Alexander, you feel the urge to bop Mariah on the head because it's instinctively go, wait, Yordle being mopey, punch.
I understand everything about Vex now.
With this, Alexander is going to burst down wherever she is.
Well,
and utterly destroy.
So, peeps, you can all since you're all on the same floor now, y'all can all roll me an initiative.
Cool.
1 second.
Initiative.
And I don't have a map for this, given I doubt the fight's going to go on for long, so I'll just note these down in a notepad.
Lamau, I slapped myself on so I could give myself a number.
A number.
I'm going to put myself under Kuiper, who's done the exact same thing. I'm going to give you a number.
You get a +8, you get a +2, so I'll bump you up to an 18, the Waffleberg. So we have Potoo, Kuiper, Waffle, Alex, Alari, Mariah, and I need to roll 2 for these guys. Jesus Christ, what the hell are all these? What? It's in a window, what the fuck? They get a +3. So, our Zornite friend has a 20. The Solari has a 12. They get a +3, you get a +4, so I'm going to put you as a 13 there, Alari. And a 20. There we go. So, Potoo, you'd be up first. Potoo?
Pardon, I was muted and I didn't realize it. Should probably ask where that spirit is that mentioned their boyfriend.
They're still behind you. They can't see into the room.
They can't see it. Good. Marvelous. 2 is going to go for the Solari that's attacking.
Okay.
And
I should also note, given it just makes sense for this one, the Zonite one will act just as your basic Wraith. The Solari one will act as a Wraith as well, but with one change.
Oh.
They will not suffer from sunlight sensitivity.
Oh, it's a good thing I don't use sunlight stuff.
Just purely because I think it would be a bit odd if a Solari, even in spirit form, to have sunlight sensitivity.
Fair point. So this is Legion and Rapier dual wielding attack as I
Okay.
jump at them. So that is a 20 from the Rapier and
That's a hit.
14 from Legion.
That's a hit.
Cool. Now for the damage. Oh. I accidentally closed my dice roller. Oh no, wait, there it is. What the fuck? So that's 1d8 plus 4 and 3. That is 7 from Legion.
Okay.
And 7 again from the Rapier.
Okay. And is that you?
Yep. And I'm backing away thanks to my ability because I don't want to be right next to stabby shiny person.
Fair. Kuiper.
Yes.
It is you.
What is the scene looking like right now?
Potoo quite literally just went up and slapped the Solari one a couple of times before backing off, but they both still seem to be dogpiled onto Waffleberg.
Okay. I will Sacred Flame the Solari.
Okay. It needs to make a dex save, so that's a +3. It fails. So that 9 damage overall before doubled.
Yeah.
So 18 damage. Yeah, he did not like that whatsoever.
Oh, he
that is me.
looked up, huh?
Okay. Next up would be the Zornite. And even though the Zornites notice other people attacking, it recognizes Waffleberg to be a Zornite as well, and given that even in his feral state, the mention of, a Chem Baron, there's just something instinctive in there to attack.
Just like fuck the
That a boy. Prove you're not fucking useless.
Unnatural 20.
Wonderful.
Chrono shift, reroll that.
Oh.
What was it this time?
11.
That's a miss.
Oh, I was like, oh, you did well. Rewind time. Oh, you failed me.
Look at that! No wonder you're dead. You're fucking useless.
So, that's his turn done. They only get one attack. So next up is you.
Waffleberg's pointing the gun at the Zonite.
Okay.
Oh. I mean, I see why you're probably dead, and I do apologize, but I'm taking out a lot of frustration on you right now. A lot. It's not your fault. I mean, it is your fault.
That's a hit.
It's gonna be, ignore the second ricochet roll, I apologize. That's gonna be 13 plus 6, that's 28? 29? That's 29, right? No, that's 19. That's 19.
28.
Yeah. 28. And then, is he dead before
No.
I do what I'm gonna do? Okay, he's not dead. Because Waffleberg doesn't have to reload because of his the fact that he's got an Artificer infusion. He's going to go ahead and use extra attack.
Okay. I mean, it's a sensible weapon you're using anyway. They don't need reload.
That's true. That is
Does
true.
that mean that it's getting even more so because it's...
We're gonna chronal shift that though.
I mean, the reason they are getting extra damage is because it acts as a radiant weapon.
Yeah.
My brain
24 is definitely a hit.
24. Yep.
That's another 28. That's
As he just is it still alive?
Yes.
Waffleberg's just looking at it. Some sense of impressiveness.
Oh, this is wonderful! This is like the old days. How many bullets am I gonna be able to put in you before you keel over? How many bullets did she put in you before you keeled over? This is gonna be great.
Then Wilhelm's gonna shoot him.
Okay. That's a hit. That's death.
That's extra death.
Well, I guess it's 3.
I mean, technically 5. Given you were using 2 bullets with each of your attacks.
I mean, those bullets went back into the gun though, because he chronal shifted on one of them. So it's about 4. But yeah, like Waffleberg is just after Wilhelm shoots it dead.
Well, that was really nice.
He's gonna look at the Solari. It's the other one attacking on this side to the Solari, right?
Yeah, the other one is a Solari.
Alright, kill the Alari, don't kill the Vistani yet, he's being a good boy. Or she. Or it.
It's a guy.
Oh, good. Kill this. Not the Vistani, but the Alari.
Alekxander, it is you.
Alright.
I'm sorry, are you fighting the Robo Loch Ness monster?
Just gonna hop over. Da-da-da-da-da. I'm going to reckless this because why not?
The big question I need to know before you do this.
Yep.
Did you put Kuiper down?
No, unless Kuiper got off of his own volition, he's still on the shoulders.
Okay, so Kuiper is up there as well now in close combat.
Yep.
23 definitely hits for 12, 22, 25 damage.
That's just the first one.
That is just the first one, and that's enough to kill it.
Kill the other one, and then just like, okay.
The Solari is dead.
The Solari is dead?
Yes,
Just
he
gonna
was
shout back to
murdered.
the just gonna semi shout back to the other room. I really hope none of them was your boyfriend.
Did any of them appear to be Zornite?
Yes, and he's dead because he tried to kill me. I mean, I can send you to him if you'd like, or you could just accept that he's already dead a second time.
Waffleberg, I am never ever allowing you to be the one to be the bearer of bad news again.
So I'm assuming you all.
I mean, I wouldn't mind.
Does she also have the crest on her?
If she enters the room with the others, yes. However, unlike him, who had it on his metallic arm, she kind of has it on what seems to be a chest piece that seems to be acting as a breather for her.
Waffleberg's just gonna
and you do
tap.
indeed see.
Tap into his own crest.
You do indeed see purple smoke billowing in and out of it, as if a mockery of what she had to do to breathe in life is happening.
Even in death, he's a bitch.
You do oddly see, with a closer look now at those that are still alive, you do indeed see wounds on them, indicating how they died. She has a bullet hole in her forehead. The Freljordian seems to have a large slash wound across their chest. Alekxander, you'd know that to be a battle axe wound.
Yeah, fair.
Okay. I'm curious. Sorry, my boys haven't been in operation in a while. Who shot you?
My boyfriend did.
Oh, well.
He was.
Don't worry.
That bitch said something to him and he just turned.
Yeah. Don't worry, though.
The Noxian, oddly enough, seems fine for the most part, but the crumples and distress on his armor implies that he may have been crushed by something large.
Ooh.
And
fucking minotaurs.
No, less like crushed by something that was just a bit taller than, and more crushed by something giant statue size.
Oh, oh, is he the one dude in the one trailer? Oh, poor asshole.
But on top of that, you don't know about the Vestaya because they have remained in their cell.
You can come out.
I'd rather not.
Do you want me to close the door? I mean, that's a legit question. Do you feel safer in there than out here? Like,
It's
I don't know.
not so much safe, it's more... I feel like this is my repentance staying in here. for my failures.
Oh, do not be silly. Get the fuck out of here.
Sorry. We don't repent, boy, we embrace.
When you...
You know what? If you want to stay in there, that's okay.
When a child you was given care of was snatched out from underneath you, you got a lot to repent for.
You beat the shit out of things that require beating the shit out of.
Oh, well, now you just made this. Was it the one that I shot? I'm sorry.
No,
I shot a child, by the way.
Yeah, that was a human child.
Well, you didn't elaborate on what kind of child it was.
My
but
child.
You know what? No, that's it. I should have assumed. Oh, your child. Oh, okay.
And now comes the fun part when I'm going to ask for one last roll before we end it for this week. Potoo, history check.
I had a feeling this is where this was going.
Wait a second. Are you Alekxander's mom?
It is me, Alekxander's wife, all this time. I was not frozen.
Waffleberg, what the fuck?
A 16.
Waffleberg shot a child.
Just something in the back of your mind. Just kind
You
of...
shot a dead child. It doesn't mean anything.
Well, Waffleberg shot living children before, too.
The voice
Yeah,
seems...
but I don't care about that. I didn't see you do that.
The voice seems quite familiar to you there, Potoo. It's just like something you remember from the distant past.
Potoo is going to definitely be getting closer to inspect this style.
Yep.
Just goes inside the spirit.
And as you peer into the cell... Oh, go on.
While this has all been happening, all the chatting's been happening, Alari's just been pacing back and forth aggressively. Just like panicking and just like...
Just desperately trying to do the freaking mental...
Yeah. You peer into the cell there, Potoo. And you find a male avian Vastaya that looks strikingly similar to you. Only, without the corruption of the owls. But also a spirit, so probably actually more green than you are. They'll just turn to you.
Squint.
Another Vastaya to come help. You'd understand then why. I have to repent.
Elaborate.
Well, being clearly Ionian as well, you know our beliefs. You know that if something tragic happens under your watch, it is your fault. And therefore, repentance is needed.
I mean, I didn't really get to grow up in Ionia.
I'm going to roll something secretly to myself. As he does an insight. And I'm not going to tell you the result of that, as we're going to leave it for this week. As we've been recording for coming up to 2 hours 45 minutes, so I feel like that's a good place to leave it off this week. But did you all have a fun session?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, in case it wasn't clear enough for you, Rebecca, the reason why the other person in the cell next to you was mocking you, it wasn't mocking you. That was your spirit in the cell next to you.
I was thinking that.
Let's take a moment to realize that
Hey,
Mariah's...
your greatest enemy is yourself.
Just Mariah's spirit jumps out of the cell.
Santa, my friend, thank you for the idea.
Whether your greatest enemy is yourself. I mean, we've done that before.
We have done in the Devil Darlings.
We've done it before. And do you really lay? This is the big question. Do you really want to play Waffleberg? And do you really want 2 Wafflebergs? Because you know they're not going to fight. You know they're going to be too busy freaking out and being confused.
I really did not think he was going to say freaking, man.
Now, I just imagine it's going to be everyone else is going to be fighting, and in the middle of it all, you've just got the 2 Wafflebergs doing the Spider-Man meme.
Like, what are you doing? It's just like the Waffleberg's like, which one's the real one? And Waffleberg's like, I think I'm the fake one. And then the other Waffleberg's like, no, I'm the fake one. And it's like neither of them know which one's the real one at that point. They're just like, ah.
What if
Santa.
none of us are the real one?
If we insert a third Waffleberg, what would happen?
Here's the thing: you insert a third Waffleberg into that, the world's gonna fucking and they're gonna team up on you. This is the real thing. If you put 2 Wafflebergs, they're gonna look at each other and they're like, "You want to shoot everybody? Hell yeah! Firebomb!"
Chaos.
You're just gonna murder everybody. Like, even because here's the thing: evil Waffleberg is real Waffleberg. Like, people kind of forget Waffleberg is. He is a mobster, and he has admitted to doing horrific things. So like, evil Waffleberg is real Waffleberg. So it's probably a bigger thing that the clone opposite Waffleberg gonna be good Waffleberg.
Santa.
What's up?
I just got to go to the bathroom, but then when I get back, I want to talk to you about Monster Hunter.
Okay.
What was that, sorry?
I haven't gotten the new one yet. It's not out yet, is it?
No.
Oh, Monster Hunter.
I sadly do have to go because I have some family stuff
That's
to attend,
fine.
but we will talk about it at some point.
All I need to do now is thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time on the Dark Tides of Runeterra.
Bye-bye.